Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we just got our parts here for the 2012 Raptor 700 shocks. So we got the new spring collars. I have one open here now, and I just did a test fit. It does thread on quite easily. It's nice, very nice product. It's been anodized gold. I just wanted to give it a bit of color, just to break it up a little bit. And to kind of match on my Raptor, I have a 2001. The resi for the rear shock has a gold tinge to it, so I just thought I'd try and match it a little bit. And here's the springs and shocks all broken down. So this collar I had to cut off, which led me to buying the new collars, mainly anyways. The collar was jammed on there pretty good, and what it actually did was it stripped partially one of the threads, so I was able to cut it off and clean up the threads so that the collars actually thread on now. So obviously this is garbage, but just wanted to show you the damage. So this is what goes against the spring like that, right? And then you got this secondary thin which locks that collar in place. And these collars are used to set your preload for your spring, for your bike's weight and your body weight as well. So I'll get those on here, and maybe I'll make a movie of me doing that, and we'll go from there. And then I'll get them mounted onto the Raptor itself at some point. Hey guys, so I got one of my springs on, and just about to set the preload. So it was kind of tricky, but you can see the collars. I had to thread the top one all the way down, and then I had to thread this one basically till it bottomed into this one as well, in order to get the spring on. And to do that, what I did is I actually just used a long handled tool, and see if I could turn the spring here, show you. And what I did is I went under that one cap right there, right? And then just kind of compressed the suspension slightly. Now, you got to be careful here. You just saw it and probably heard it. It's very easy for the screwdriver to slip out on this, like super easy. And if the spring is under tension, if the preload is still set to what it should be, that's a recipe for disaster. So remove as much tension from the spring as you can by bottoming these springs out. I mean, ideally you'd have a spring compressor, but I don't have one, so I'm just kind of making things work here in the garage. Other than that, not a whole lot to this. So right now I'm just about to spin the spring up to its required preload. And what I did is I just Googled the Raptor 700 manual from 2012. I actually went to Yamaha's website, and then you can download the applicable manual for the year of the device you're using, and then you just go from there, right? So before I just left off there, I'm actually going to be able to do this, I think. So what I wanted to point out though is on the spring, you can see some of the coils are tightly wound versus the other side. That's the side that goes against the collars themselves, right? And we'll just go from there. So I'm just gonna simply turn the spring, and then it's compressing it now. Now, according to the manual, the spring length from here to this edge up here needs to be 10.24 inches for its standard setting, and then for the maximum hardness, so the stiffest setting, the spring would be compressed a bit shorter than that at like 9.88 inches. It's a little harder to get a tape measure to read down to those values, but it's pretty easy for the standard one. You just go 10.25, and then that's your starting point. Once you get to the standard setting and you get them mounted on the ATV, then you can adjust your preload from there based on your body weight and everything else. So I'll show you that process. I'll just open up the new spring collars I got. Obviously made in China, but it's actually it's a really nice product by the looks of it. It comes well packaged. I'm not endorsing anything here. I don't get paid by these people. What I like about this particular kit is it gives you both rings, and then you can choose your color as well. You can go black, gold, red, and I think the other color was silver. Don't quote me on that though. So just opening them up. If you're handling a knife, obviously pull it away from you, not into you, especially for you kids. So these are just nice aluminum anodized collars, 6061 aluminum, CNC'd, and put the short one on first with your writing upside down in this particular case. So I have a special tool here I can use. While holding the spring still so it doesn't spin. That's it. So I just jacked up the four-wheeler here a little bit, and just going to remove the shocks now. Okay, get the old shock out, see if we get the new one in. So as you can see, it's just easier to kind of lift the wheel. Okay, so what I'll do then, I'm just going to snug those kind of for now, and then get the other one on the other side, and then I'll let it down so it loads the bolts up, and then I'll snug everything up nice and tight. So just like the other side, we're going to remove the headlight. Let down the jack. There it is. The headlight back on. I think I'm gone as far as I kind of want to go with this project at this moment. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's a blasted ride, boys. So the biggest letdown obviously were the front shocks. It's just going through the nasties, the whoops, the harshness of the trails, rocks, roots. The front shocks just weren't designed all that well. So I'm pretty pumped now to take it for a ride and then give you guys my riding impressions hopefully throughout the year, and I'll keep you up to date. Also especially happy that my buddy, he just bought a 2008 Raptor 700, like the cleanest Raptor I've ever seen, like mintest Raptor I've ever seen. The dealer confirmed it only had 18 hours on the thing. Like, it was just spotless. So I know he's pretty thrilled, pretty happy with it. So hopefully we'll get some riding videos for you later this year. That's all I really have at the moment. Anyways, guys, take care, and happy riding.